Gentlemen, what's up? Who am I kidding? Your new weekly goy slop has just dropped, boys. You know, I think I have some pretty good yapping skills, and I think God wants me to put them to use to feed the streets. I think I need to inject some hot fire into the youth's earlobes. Yeah, this whole thing I'm doing, I definitely think this is gonna end well. Don't worry. Anyways, today I want to talk about a tweet I saw and just insert my golden opinion. You know, I really want to get in there and, just present the truth. Elon, our tech overlord, has been blessing my feed with a lot of corporate content slop lately. A nice break from my usual content of Indians getting hit by trains, gender war rage bait, and Playboy Cardi updates. So I'm basically just chilling at my desk, 2 upper deckies in, stemmed up, and I see a tweet by the user Simon Ngari. Hopefully I'm getting that right. Actually, I just re-looked this guy up, and he's some random career tweeter in Africa. So respect to that, honestly. Dude, I feel like if that's your job in Kenya, you're living the life. Like, do you think he could have a harem off that shit? Dude, I need the passport max in 2026, no bullshit. Anyways, the tweet says corporate rules for happy life in 2026. Oh wait, it's definitely not worded right. Oh god, yeah, I definitely think this tweet is about to be ESL coded. Plowing ahead. So if I have W editing, I'm gonna just go ahead and put the tweet up on the screen right now really quick. So the first point says, if your HR or management asks you to speak freely, please don't. And for this, I think that's not really a hot take. It's just misunderstood. HR's job is risk management for the company. It's really not therapy, so don't go in there trying to do that. Speak freely really means say things that are safe to document. You can be honest without being vulnerable. You don't have to lie, but you don't have to volunteer either. Second point. Be the last one in, the first one out, and do as little as possible while getting maximum pay. Directionally right, tactically wrong. That's how I feel about that one. Output matters more than hours, but optics still exist. You need to know who is watching and when. There are moments where grinding is worth it because visibility spikes. You don't work hard all the time, you work hard on purpose. One thing about work, and also it's pervasive to life in general, is I believe it's just about seasons. Sometimes nothing will happen, weeks will go by, and really it's a lot of BS stuff, and all of a sudden you'll get an email and you have to send a report for your controller and your president. That just happened to me the other day. So it's really just knowing when to lock in. I'm a big believer in that. If you just try to lock in 24/7, all you're going to do is burn yourself out. Point number 3, someone at work will suggest installing Outlook and Teams on your phone. Do not listen. This one, I don't have super strong opinions about. Culture decides this, not principle. Sorry if you're hearing noises outside. So literally every Saturday, the Black Israelites literally speak outside my building. So it's kind of crazy. Oh my goodness. Quick aside about that, there was one time where with the whole Black Israelites, if you don't know what that is, it's basically like black people who believe that like black people are the real Jews and shit like that. I was hanging out with this fine young lady, a fine respectable young lady, and she happened to be from the Caucasus Mountains, and we were going to brunch, and I had to walk past the Black Israelites, and mentally I was just like, oh shit, like, are they going to yell at me? What's going to happen? Like, are they going to bring Dr. Umar out? Is he going to get me lashes and shit like that? But they're actually pretty chill about it, so yeah, shout out to the Black Israelites. They actually did hand me a pamphlet that said the truth about slavery, so that was kind of comedy, but anyways, plowing ahead. Number 3, don't install Teams or Outlook on your phone. Culture decides this, not principle. In some companies, this is optional, and others, it's assumed. Being the only unreachable person can definitely hurt you. The real rule is controlling notifications, not refusing access. You don't need to be available 24/7, but you do need to be predictable. And for this, you can kind of Just like I think Maya Angelou said this, teach people how to treat you. You know, if somebody's messaging you at like 7, 8 p.m., I know that they exist out there, but I have not been in an environment where I have to just drop everything and just fucking work at 8 p.m. and nor do I want to be in that environment. So yeah, just don't reply if they send you a message that late. Just be like, fuck you, dude. I'm fucking just be like, fuck you, dude. I'm fucking cooking my ribeye steak and getting my gym routine in and doing my goddamn best to not goon right now. So yeah, no gooning 2026, by the way. Shoot your dopamine. Point number 4. So many HR managers prefer hiring someone who is currently employed versus someone who is unemployed. This is pretty obvious. It's about perceived risk, not fairness. Employment signals competence, even if it's a bad proxy. This is why people say it's easier to get a job when you have a job. It's not ethical, it's just how it works, you know? It just is what it is. Point number 5. Job hopping will pay you faster than loyalty ever will. Correct, but only if intentional. Job hopping without a plan looks chaotic. And trust me, I have done my fair share of job hopping. You hop when learning plateaus and upside disappears. Leadership will bait you with future promises, usually vague. Don't fall for that. Job hopping is a strategy, not a reflex. Number 6. Leaving a toxic job for your mental health is actually a win. I think that's too simplistic. To me, mental toughness is a part of being a man, especially at higher pay. Leaving without another offer is just going to raise your cortisol levels. Sometimes the healthiest move is enduring temporarily while planning an exit. Protect your mental health, but don't torture leverage. Number 7, document everything. Hard agree here. 100% hard agree. Memory is unreliable. Managers will definitely forget all the shit that you've done. Notes help during reviews, promotions, and exits. You're documenting for the future you, not paranoia. Do something that your future self will be like, shit, I fuck with you for that, twin. Like, that's good. Appreciate that. Concrete habit. If you do it, concrete habit. If you did it, write it down every day. Number 8, the office is not stressful because of work. It's stressful because of people. I disagree with that. That's probably projection. Work itself is usually manageable. People add friction, but also meaning. The social dynamics make it interesting, even when it's annoying. If people were removed, most office jobs would just be boring. I don't know, not to be a dick, but maybe this guy just has no emotion, you know? In my opinion, the people make it easier for the most part, even if they're annoying. The theater of it all makes it interesting. Sound like a theater kid. Number 9, lie to your coworkers. So I don't know if I would say lie, but I'd say less, not lie more. Oversharing is the real danger. You don't owe your coworkers full transparency. Information is currency. Give it out carefully. You don't need to lie, just need boundaries. Number 10. Anyone saying my job gives me a purpose in life is genuinely a slave. Whoa, I didn't know he's going to get racist on this one. Nah, work isn't everything, and maybe I agree with the job not giving you a purpose, but as a man, I think it's good to identify with your skills because that's your social capital. Like, I am proud to be in the field that I'm doing. I have some skills, and I brag about it, and I boast about it, and I cap, especially when I'm at the bar trying to pick up some bitches. But anyways, I definitely think that's overcorrecting. Work shouldn't be your entire identity, but skills are a form of social capital. Pride and competence isn't the same as worshiping work. Your job isn't your purpose, but your abilities still matter. Number 11, good employees don't complain, they just leave. Largely true. Complaining rarely changes systems. High performers quietly find better situations. Feedback is useful, but resignation is the real signal. The market is the complaint. And 12, refusing small beginnings is a silent career killer. I'm not really sure about this 100%. I haven't really made my mind up 100%. Starting low can teach grit and context. Starting high compounds faster. So those are the advantages to both. There's no universal right answer, just trade-offs. I'm still not sure on this one. That's probably the point. I had a small beginning, and sometimes I wonder where I'd be now if I waited and didn't just pick the first thing with the title I wanted despite the low pay. I'm not decided on this, but I do think there are advantages of starting high. But yeah,